Aloha and mahalo as we look at OKO Punch Counter number 9. One of your first double punch counters. And our opponent's going to be right leg forward. It's going to be a right jab to set up the right hook or the right cross. Once again, the first is just a distraction for you to commit your weapons or your defenses. And this is the knockout. So once again, it's going to look so we don't want to commit to the jab. We are going to touch it to make sure that we have controlled distance, but we're not going to block the jab. Once again, this is in our 12 o'clock green zone, left foot slightly forward. As he comes in, I'm going to tap or parry that jab and strike to the distraction strike to the eyes. I want to try and cancel that right punch. But if not, my left hand is going to be ready for the response. Once again, the initial response, tap poke. As he comes in, I'm going to left hand from the position of the poke. I haven't brought it back. From our point of origin is going to chop that hook. My right hand didn't go too far from the tap or the parry, is now going to strike the bicep or the shoulder to stop the forward momentum of that hook. We don't want him to get to apogee. We need him to stop by the time he gets about here so that he's not able to really follow through with that power. Once again, left foot slightly forward. 1, 2. As he steps in, chop, strike. Now I'm going to grab with my left hand at his wrist to control the weapon. Right hand is at his shoulder, it's going to hook. Once again, opposing thumbs. I'm going to borrow balance, borrow force for the knee. I'm going to clear the arm. Bring my right arm down towards his elbow and clear his arm to allow me to step with my right foot behind him, then my left foot. My right arm is contouring up around his body. My left hand is going to come in front and grab my right. From this point, you can suplex, or you can do an in-place stance change and just throw him down onto the ground, onto his side, follow up, and cross out. Once again, from the beginning, more importantly, not so much the takedown is our response to the double punch. Once again, his attack is jab, hook, or cross. Our response is tap, poke, chop, strike, hook, knee, clear, get behind, and take down. With that, this has been a look at OKO Punch Counter number 9. Stay tuned. Concepts and principles. Well, mahalo as we look at OKO Punch Counter 9 concepts and principles. And once again, this is one of your first double punch techniques. And we want to deal with the jab, but we do not want to overcommit. So if our hands are in the ready position, I'm going to just tap that. And as I do so, my hands in the ready position, our point of origin, I want to slice or to poke. The reason why I want to slice is I can tell that that left arm is already coming. So I want to come across his eyes to then meet the other weapon. So once again, from the beginning, I'm going to tap, slice. As that other arm comes from the slice, I can immediately go to the left knife hand block or chop to his wrist. And then now my right hand that was already tapping his jab can come in with that hammer fist to the shoulder or to the bicep. So once again, from the beginning, it looks like this. Tap, slice, and block, strike. Notice my foot maneuvers went with it. I want to hit him with the truck and not just the bumper. In other words, if I come towards you, do you want to just get hit with my hands, or do you want to be hit with my hands and my body at the same time? We want to hit with the truck and not the bumper. So once again, 1, 2. It's all in the flow. Tap, slice, block, strike. Now from here, on his arm, my left hand is at his wrist. I'm going to contour into grab. My right hand hits at his shoulder, going to hook. Once again, if we look at our thumbs, we have a opposing thumb position. I'm going to drop my elbows to control him, borrowing balance, borrowing force for the knee as we have done before. Once again, I'm going to clear the arm. Now notice we just talked about frictional pull in armbar number 10. I'm going to frictional pull from his shoulder to his elbow or to his wrist to clear the arm, to allow me to get behind him and affect the suplex or hitting him with the opponent. If you guys have done maybe high school wrestling, college wrestling, this is a move to get behind our opponents, to grab low, to be able to lift and to drop to the ground. But in order to drop them to the ground, we need to off-weight them, preferably in this case to their heels. So from the beginning of the technique, tap, slice, block, strike. Opposing thumbs, knee. I'm going to clear the arm. Notice I did a little shimmy to let the arm pass through, and now I'm going to get behind with that suplex. So what concepts and principles are here in punch counter number 9? We have the slicing contained in the first motions of the technique. We have opposing thumbs and the push-pull motion, rowing the canoe, in this case on a horizontal line rather than a vertical. We have borrowed balance, borrowed force to affect the knee. We have the introduction of a suplex, getting behind, grabbing low, lifting up, and then dropping, and hitting them with the planet, because we like doing that. The planet is hard. It hurts. Let's hit them with it. With that, this has been OKO Punch Counter number 9, Concepts, Principles. Aloha, mahalo, and live pono.